Hello, my name is Angel Workman, and this is my explanation of the solution for the case study. So here is the generic HR organization flowchart that I'm created. The biggest thing here is that there are several positions, and each position within the HR org chart really has its own specific purpose. Everything is broken down where there's really one person doing one function. So, for example, here we have a manager that is just focusing on compensation and benefits, and then they have two people rolling up to them. One that just focuses on the compensation piece, and then another that focuses on the benefits. So there's a lot more people in this HR org chart, which are taking on each aspect of, people resources um, that has to do with the company. So this would be for a company that is, a lot larger than the company in our case study, Motors. Um, More probably for a big Fortune 500 company that has a lot more employees than in the case study, where you really need that individual discipline within HR instead of a person doing multiple things. Um, so when we scroll down, and then of course here are all the objectives, competencies, and activities for each of the job descriptions that I have there. And let's see. Okay. So this here is a much more pared down org chart for HR. This is for Motors and More. I've really just broken it down to just having a chief human resource officer, an HR director that reports to him, and then three HR managers that really take on what I thought was the most important thing for Motors, which was recruitment. And within the recruitment, a recruiter will focus on diversity since that was such a big discrepancy as far as who was working there versus the actual community. Also, because they have so much growth and need to hire more, I put somebody that is just focused on training and development. So that way they can onboard all of the people that they need to hire to um, catch up with their growth. And then we have an HR generalist that would be able to take on the other activities within HR and not really have to have so many more employees silo like we did in the bigger HR org chart for a bigger company. So the HR generals would be able to do, payroll and benefits, compliance, that kind of thing. The HR director would be over all three of those managers, and then the chief human resource officer would just oversee the whole HR operation to make sure each of the managers has what they need, and everything is coming together in the big picture of what the organization needs. So that essentially is the difference between the two org charts. Um, the first one is just for a bigger company, and there's more employees. So you have people that are more focused in one discipline as opposed to doing multiple things. And then in the Motors and More HR organization chart, we pared it down quite a bit where we focused on the main things that the company needed, which was recruitment and training. And then you have an HR generalist that can really take up compensation and benefits that those new employees would need as they go forward within the company. So that's my solution. Thank you.